What's up? Welcome to At This Big Age, the podcast where we keep it real, talk about the things that you might be a little sensitive, get yourself, growth and hard truths, right? The hard truths. Oh, now, I'm your host, Kent Clark, and today's episode is one that's been on my mind for a little minute, right? We've all been there. Someone's made a promise, swears that they'll follow through. And just even with yourself, maybe didn't follow through. Yeah, it sounds good, right? When you first hear it, it sounds good. But, hey, what is it? Why do people feel like they need to overpromise? Maybe it's a social aspect. Maybe it's they feel like they need to have a certain personality or persona, feel a certain way. Who knows, right? It's in their own space, in their own head. But the one thing that we do know, sometimes it's the instant gratification that we get. Like, yeah, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna make you feel a certain way, and I'm gonna do this for you, or I'm gonna do this for myself. Yeah, it sounds good to go to the gym at 5 a.m., but when that alarm clock goes off at 4:30, you go sometimes find yourself just laying there. Hey, 4:55 every day, I find myself contemplating, like, am I gonna do it today? Am I not? And 9 times out of 10, I'm getting up and moving. Might be a little more sluggish than I prefer, but hey, at the end of the day, it's about getting those early morning wins, right? Sounds good to say, hey, I'm gonna meet you at the gym, or I'm gonna meet you this place. I'm gonna get it done today. But realistically, sometimes people do that out of discomfort. You fear that I'm gonna let somebody down. I'm gonna let myself down. I'm gonna not accomplish X, Y, Z. Hey, we just gotta be real with ourselves, right? No. Sometimes I think in my head that, post COVID, we might have normalized excuses, normalized people that will say, hey, look, I'm gonna do this, but I couldn't get it done. I just couldn't get it done. So, it's okay. It's all right. I missed it. I'll miss it this time. I need to do this over here. Or even, I tried to text, tried to stop by, tried to call you. You didn't answer. Can't normalize those excuses, but it does happen, right? Hey. You see it a lot of times on social media. It's a performance, right? It's a highlight reel, people will say. Social media is all the good parts. So maybe it's a performance, somebody saying, oh, this is what you do. This, you be like me. I'm like this. And then turn around and they're not like that at all. Right? They not like that at all. We've seen those people. It's coming to the light. Whatever happens, it normally comes back around. At the end of the day, man, we have to own our mistakes without blame shifting. I messed up, but you did too. Or he messed up because of this and that and the third. Just taking it head on. Yep. Fucked up. Happens. Now let's do better and move forward. And then following through on your commitments is really, really important. Man, it's really, really important. Tomorrow's never promised. So you just never know. You might say you're going to do something for somebody, and at the end of the day, it's their time. You didn't do it. Is that going to, weigh heavily on your spirit? Maybe, maybe not. Might be dead on the inside. There's some people that are just dead on the inside, realistically. But, at the end of the day, we got to honor our commitments. Stepping up. You're putting yourself in a position not only of vulnerability, but of a position that somebody's dependent on you. So it's that person that's depending on you that really is like, okay, is this person dependable? are they somebody that I can put at the forefront? Like, all right, I know Kent's gonna be there. That's what I know. I have some friends that'll say that about me. I know Kent's gonna be there, whether I'm there or in my mind, I'm like, nah, I'd rather be at the crib on the couch. They'll in their mind, I'm gonna be there for them. I'm showing up and I'm clapping and applauding what they do. Right. Um, at the end of the day, man, sometimes we set unrealistic expectations for ourselves and for others, and we gotta let people be people. Everybody's human. And what do they say? Humans are fallible. Everybody makes mistakes. If we start setting realistic expectations of others and ourselves, then I think we'll be on a good path. We'll be in a good space, because there are times you'll try to put something on somebody and that's not who they are. That's not the role that they were meant to play in your life. That's not the space that they were meant to take up. We've all been there, right? I mean, at the end of the day, on your own, taking a look at what you have in your tool belt, in your pocket, do you honestly feel that you're honest with yourself? Man, do you feel that when you're looking yourself in the mirror, that person that's standing there, do you applaud? Do you hold them accountable? Do you put them in a position so that they can win with realistic expectations? What's the African proverb? The best way to eat an elephant is one bite at a time. So, are you going to do this in one day? No. Are you going to do this in a week? Most likely not. It takes time. 21 days to make a habit? It takes time. But, it starts with that person. I'm laughing because of the Michael Jackson song playing in my head, talking about the man in the mirror, but realistic, that's what it is. It's that person that looks back at us when we look in the mirror. Telling my homeboy, saying, when you look yourself in the eye of the mirror, he responds back, man, how do you look yourself in the eyes when you're looking in the mirror? I'm like, man, you got to step back. You can't be focused too close. You'll get cross-eyed. Nah, man, but the person that's standing there, we have to set realistic expectations. We have to be accountable with them, and we have to, applaud and pat ourselves on the back when we do the right thing, and then let ourselves know, hey, we got to do better tomorrow. I mean, words at the end of the day mean nothing if we take no action, right? It's just words. People can say anything and everything if you don't put that action and the emphasis behind it. So it all starts with us individually, and then as we come together as a community, then it gets better. This friend, that friend, and everybody else on the inside of the circle. And then people outside of your circle will start noticing it. Like, well, I wonder what they have. You're like, man, why are y'all so close? Accountability. We all got accountability. That's why we so close as friends, because every single one of my friends is accountable for their actions. Man, we really have to stop tolerating performative behaviors, though. Like when people saying, oh, I do this, I do that. I do this, I do that. And then you start taking a step back and looking, saying, nah, you don't really do that. You're not really that person. And sometimes that's the person in the mirror that's doing it, Oh, I'm this type of person on a daily basis. Really thinking to yourself, like, are you? Are you that person? Are you doing that on a daily? I had it was an old leader of mine, director. He's like, oh yeah, I'm in the gym at 6 a.m. Oh, really? Found out we were going to the same gym. He's telling me, yeah, I go to this gym over here, whoop-de-whoop. And I'm there at 6 a.m. every day. Nah, buddy. Sounds good. Sounds good when you say it. Be in the gym at 6 a.m., getting it done before the rest of the day. But nah, I don't see you in there, bro. you're not in the gym. We got to stop tolerating that. Call people out. Sometimes it might be a little aggressive. So not necessarily have to say like, no, you don't, and then point the finger at them. But you just know in your mind, okay, you're the type of person that's gonna make up a fallacy, make up a lie. Sounds good, but in reality, that's not what you're doing. That's not where you're at. That's not where you're at, man. At the end of the day, man, it's about making sure that everything you say comes out into your actual actions. Your actions speak louder than your words, but our words can either bring somebody closer to us or push them away. I mean, really, just hope that today, if you're listening, thank you for hanging out with me for a little bit. But take a step back. Look at the people around you. Look at yourself and make sure that it doesn't just sound good what we're saying. I'll catch y'all next time. Peace.